Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Unfortunately, someone put a giant mirror where I wanted to stand up after pressing record on the first exercise. So I have a huge mark near my ass cheeks. But, the session went well anyways. Yeah, I had to move some stuff around because the gym, for some reason, was so much busier today than it was 2 days ago. But I was able to increase on most of my lifts. Here I did 2.5s to the Smith press. It was pretty good. Probably definitely 0. Damn. A little sticky, but it's okay. Not too bad. What did I want to talk about today? I just wanted to mention, I also do train my calves, surprisingly, and adductors. I just don't record that because there's too many people around, so it's going to be a little awkward. For the Smith curl, so I did not forget to put the second 25 on the other side. So this is all correct. Like I was saying, I'm not going to be recording those 2 exercises just since the area is typically really crowded, and I want to avoid to record other people as much as possible, especially if I want to continuously keep recording, not to join other people. So the gym staff tells me to stop doing so. Next we have 45. I was able to get 6 with 1 rep in reserve on my left arm. I only got 5. I don't know if it's because I'm being more strict with my right arm or I'm just weaker with my right arm. So probably next session I'll start with my right arm and see how that goes. I am very much considering doing the unilateral cable lateral raise. Since I did have to switch stuff around. As you'll see later, I did a behind the neck shoulder press, and like most shoulder presses are hardest with your elbow at your side, which is where the lateral raises. It's almost the same. To remove redundancy, but I don't know. I'll deliberate until my next workout. I will decide the day of, I guess. Some more preacher curls, the 45 for 4 again. That's gonna take a while to improve. And today I did the 30s with a little bit more momentum. I don't know, cause being super pedantic about form on this, it just makes you so much weaker. It's my ego taking a hit, so I will probably switch to the cable lateral raise. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I went the same time as last time to the gym, and it was double packed. I don't know if there's a holiday or people were it is Tuesday, let's get in there early. But oh well, it was fine. Everything was generally available except the shoulder press, as I mentioned. And I had to do a couple recordings, zoomed in or zoomed out, since I didn't want the tripod to be in people's ways or recording too many people. Pretty good set on the low to high flies. It's definitely 0 RR, but it felt great. So that's good. Anything else to talk about? I don't know. I considered using the seat belt to have a tricep support on these curls, but I just couldn't be bothered. I don't know. It's something new. Not really something I wanted to mess around with while recording myself while the gym was super busy. So I just went to these. I was able to do 1 more rep than last time. It's pretty cool, pretty good. A lot of my lifts, I did increase weight on a good amount of them to bring me down to lower reps. of my rep range. Some that I wouldn't probably do that are Smith SLDLs and hip thrusts and potentially hack squat. Just because like those big compound movements are so hard to, I wouldn't say they're not hard to progress. It's just that takes forever, and it's somewhat to get another rep in comparison to just adding weight. The Smith SLDL especially, since due to that awkward shoulder thing I mentioned and the bar itself re-racking itself throughout the set, I think I'm gonna stay 4. Obviously, if I do indefinitely increase it, sooner or later I will do 3 reps, which I will then go back to the previous weight until that's comfortable enough. So yeah, so SLDS I'll probably keep 4 with 1 hour on. It's a pretty good set. I think I was able to do 1 more rep than last time. Super zoom in of myself. And this one I recorded from the floor because I didn't want my tripod in the middle of this like walkway that is between the lap pull down machines. Shout out my girlfriend Rayleigh for buying me the Secunda shirt, which you're seeing here. One of my favorite workout shirts. Before buying or getting this, I would say I didn't really get like pump shirts. I just wear whatever shirt, but it's kind of nice to have like an oversized shirt. Mostly because this one and then Ninja Turtles one that I have, they just have a cool design, which is just fun to have. Pretty good set on this one. I believe it went up 5 pounds for this one, the close grip one. So this is 210. I was mistaken last time. It wasn't 202, it was 207. Because the weight pins go by 15 pounds on this lap pull down machine. Pretty good set in my opinion. Lap pull downs have finally been progressing overall. They had been stalled for a while, probably because I was inconsistently not getting enough protein. So there's that. My calories are clearly too high considering how much I weigh, so it's mostly that. And since summer's around, stress is super low since I'm only working. So I should be able to hopefully make a good amount of progress till school starts. And leg extensions. I think I was able to do 1 more rep than last time, which is good. What else? Just trying to continuously do the same over and over again. This leg extension feels a little weird. I will say that. I prefer this Cybex one that I've used before. But this is the only one that the gym has. It has another one in the yellow section, but that one's really light. Like I need to do single leg and a full stack here, which is way too light. So I just use this one. It's fine overall, honestly. Like the amount I'm complaining is unnecessary, and surprisingly isn't too bent on the left side, which a lot of leg extensions are. So that's pretty nice. The Life Fitness ones, I personally experienced that the left side just has like a couple inches less ROM, which doesn't make a huge difference. It's just kind of annoying, in my opinion. And I get stuck in here like someone help me take off the seatbelt. I feel like a child finally get it off. Which is like an interesting thing I thought of since I haven't been really using the seatbelt too much. I haven't developed the neural mechanical matching to unbuckle it correctly. It's basically just your brain getting the skill to do something. That's why power lifters or people who do strongman are the same body weight and like haven't gained much muscle, but they're significantly stronger. It's just your body being able to coordinate better, meaning it's able to do something more stable, stronger itself, and recruit more muscle in a way. So it's a pretty cool idea. That's why people developing and doing habits constantly helps improve them. That's why powerlifters typically do the squat, bench, and deadlift multiple times a week, even if it's just light. It's not really for building muscle. It's for helping the brain to better I wouldn't say understand, but do it better overall, just more consistently. Like everybody's really good at walking, because they've done it for so long. Pretty good set of seated leg curls. I went up 2.5 pounds and was able to keep 5 reps, so that was good. Now for the hack squat, I couldn't find a second 2.5, so I just put a 5 on one of the sides. I later did find the second one, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. I believe I got 5 last time, and with this one I only got 4 with an increase of 5 pounds, which is fine, nothing crazy. I don't know, me personally, the matrix pad, the foot pad, it's kind of hard to know when I'm centered. There is a line in the middle. It's just, it does feel a little awkward on my shoulders, like I am not centered. But that's just me. But this was still a good set. Again, just the moment I feel my hamstrings touch my calves, I go down a little bit more and then I go up. And yeah, so to switch things up, since I don't want to be waiting for the hamstring shoulder press, I'll probably do the behind the neck shoulder press after my calsos on the Smith. This will affect my lateral raises and my tricep extensions, but it'll be fine since the behind the neck allows to be in the frontal plane, like almost completely. It shouldn't affect like my upper chest exercise, the low to high fly. I haven't actually watched this back, and I like the ROM. It touches like the back of my head and I start pushing up. Started off relatively light, since it's a new movement pattern that I haven't done, and your shoulder position is obviously very wide, which people get injured a lot of the times because they put on too much load in positions they haven't done before. That's why examples like this, the wide grip bench, technically isn't bad for you. It's just people do it without having done it for years, and they load up the same weight that you do with like closer grip stuff. It's kind of interesting. I did go up 5 pounds on the SLDO. I think it went well. I did not necessarily extend my knees all the way. I think I kept them kind of bent the whole time consistently. So that was fine. I'm not locking out anymore because I find that kind of awkward to do on the Smith. So I think I'm just gonna cut it about 80 to 90% of the way through. And yeah, I did have my seatbelt wrapped around the hook of the Smith, but it was still able to re-rack itself by itself. So that's kind of annoying. I couldn't find the extra cuffs that I had that I normally use to stop that. So I tried the seatbelt. I don't know. They probably fell somewhere in my car, so I'll just look for them and do that. I added 5 pounds on each side here. So this is 405 on the Smith hip thrust, the single leg Smith hip thrust. Oh, right. Yeah, I did both legs almost consecutively. I took like a 30-minute second break. Because I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered to get up from there, pause my recording, sit down, at my heart rate, rest for a bit, and then get back up, record again, get back under. So I just waited about 30 seconds until I felt like my heart rate went down enough. It doesn't really matter. I would say this isn't really a taxing exercise. It's kind of more annoying of the Smith itself re-racking itself more than anything. And it does feel a little awkward since the pelvis is one singular bone and I'm technically only trying to use one glute at a time. It's a little awkward, but it's okay. It's the best way that I have found to train glutes personally. So we'll continue to do that. And that about wraps it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good one.